The Tao Te Ching, the complete text. The way that can be put into words is not the lasting way. The name that can be named is not the lasting name. Nameless, it is the beginning of heaven and earth. Named, it is the mother of all things. So, free of wanting, you see its wonder. Full of wanting, you see only its edges. These two come from the same source but carry different names. Both are called deep mystery. Mystery deeper than mystery, the gate to every wonder. When everyone in the world knows the beautiful as beautiful, ugliness is already there. When everyone knows the good, the not good is already there. Being and not being give birth to each other. Hard and easy complete each other. Long and short shape each other. High and low set each other off. Sound and voice answer each other. Before and after follow each other. So the sage stays with the work of not acting and teaches without words. All things arise, and he refuses none of them. He gives them life and does not possess them. He acts and claims nothing. He completes and does not dwell on it. And just because he does not dwell on it, it never leaves him. Do not honor the gifted above others, and the people will not compete. Do not prize rare goods, and the people will not steal. Do not parade what stirs desire, and hearts will not be troubled. So the sage governs by emptying minds and filling bellies, softening ambitions and strengthening bones. He keeps the people free of cunning and craving, so that the schemers dare not act. He acts without acting, and nothing is left ungoverned. The way is empty, yet use it, and it is never used up. Deep, like the wellspring of all things. It blunts the sharp, unties the knots, softens the glare, settles into the dust. Hidden, yet it seems to be here. I do not know whose child it is. It seems older than the gods. Heaven and earth are not kind. They treat all things as straw dogs. The sage is not kind. He treats the people as straw dogs. The space between heaven and earth, is it not like a bellows? Empty, yet it never runs dry. The more it is stirred, the more it gives. Many words are soon exhausted. Better to hold to the center. The valley spirit never dies. Call it the dark female. The gate of the dark female. Call it the root of heaven and earth. Faint, unbroken, it seems to be here. Use it. It never tires. Heaven lasts, and earth endures. Why do they last so long? They do not live for themselves. That is why they live so long. So the sage puts himself last and finds himself first. He lets go of himself and stays whole. Is it not because he has no thought for himself that he comes into his own? The highest good is like water. Water gives life to all things and does not compete. It settles in the places people scorn, and so it comes close to the way. In dwelling, keep to the ground. In thought, go deep. In giving, be kind. In speech, be true. In governing, keep order. In work, be skillful. In action, wait for the right moment. Whoever does not compete is never at fault. Fill the cup to the brim. Better to have stopped. Hammer the blade too sharp, and the edge will not last. Fill the hall with gold and jade, and no one can guard it. Grow proud of wealth and rank, and you bring the blame on yourself. When the work is done, step back. That is the way of heaven. Can you carry body and soul as one, and keep them from parting? Can you gather your breath until you are soft, soft as a newborn child? Can you wipe the dark mirror within until it is free of every spot? Can you love the people and lead the land without cleverness? Can you open and close the gates of heaven and hold to the female? Can you see clearly in all four directions and still know nothing? Give life and nurture. Give life and do not possess. Act and claim nothing. Lead and do not rule. This is called the deep virtue. 30 spokes meet in one hub. Where the hub is empty, the wheel does its work. Where the vessel is empty, it does its work. Cut doors and windows to make a room. Where the room is empty, it does its work. So we gain from what is there, but the use comes from what is not. The 5 colors blind the eye. The 5 tones deafen the ear. The 5 flavors dull the tongue. Racing and hunting drive the heart wild. Rare goods lead a man astray. So, the sage minds the belly, not the eye. He lets go of all that and holds to this. Favor and disgrace are both alarming. Honor and misfortune both come with having a self. What does it mean? Favor and disgrace are both alarming. Favor makes you someone's inferior. You are startled when you win it, startled when you lose it. That is why favor and disgrace are both alarming. What does it mean? Honor and misfortune come with having a self. The reason I meet with misfortune is that I have a self. If I had no self, what misfortune could touch me? So, to one who values the world as his own self, the world can be entrusted. To one who loves the world as his own self, the world can be given into his care. Look for it, and you cannot see it. Call it invisible. Listen for it, and you cannot hear it. Call it silent. Reach for it, and you cannot grasp it. Call it intangible. These three cannot be pried apart, so they blur into one. Its top is not bright. Its underside is not dark. Endless, unnameable, it returns to no thing. Call it the shape without shape, the image of no thing. Call it dim and flickering. Meet it, and you see no face. Follow it, and you see no back. Hold to the way of old, to steer what is here today. To know the ancient beginning, that is the thread of the way. The masters of old were subtle and deep, too deep to fathom. Because they cannot be known, all one can do is tell how they seemed. Careful, like someone crossing a stream in winter. Watchful, like someone who fears the neighbors on every side. Courteous, like a guest. Yielding, like ice about to melt. Plain, like the uncarved wood. Open like a valley. Murky, like muddy water. Who can be muddy and in stillness slowly grow clear? Who can be at rest and in resting slowly come to life? One who keeps this way has no wish to be full to the brim. And only because he is never full can he grow worn and never need to be made new. Reach the utmost emptiness. Hold to stillness and hold it firm. All things rise together, and I sit still and watch them turn back. Things swarm and flourish, and each comes home to its root. Coming home to the root is stillness. Stillness is the return to life. Return is the lasting way of things. To know the lasting is to be clear-eyed. Not to know it is to act blindly, and blind action brings disaster. Knowing the lasting, you have room for everything. Having room, you are fair. Being fair, you are kingly. Kingly, you are like heaven. Like heaven, you are one with the way. One with the way you endure. To the end of your days, nothing can harm you. The best ruler, the people barely know he is there. The next best, they love and praise him. The next, they fear him. The worst, they scorn him. Trust too little, and you will not be trusted. Unhurried, the best ruler weighs his words. And when the work is done and things go well, the people all say, "We did this ourselves." When the great way is abandoned, kindness and duty appear. When cleverness and knowledge arrive, so does great pretense. When the family falls out of harmony, devoted children and doting parents appear. When the country sinks into disorder, loyal ministers appear. Let go of sagehood, let go of cleverness, and the people are better off 100-fold. Let go of kindness, let go of duty, and family love returns. Let go of cunning, let go of chasing gain, and no one steals. These 3 sayings are not enough on their own. So let there be something to hold to. Look at the plain, undyed cloth. Keep the uncarved wood. Make the self small, want little. Drop learning and the worries go. Yes, and yes, sir. How far apart are they? Good and bad, how far apart are those? What everyone fears, one must fear too. How vast it all is, with no end in sight. Everyone is beaming, as if feasting at a great banquet, as if climbing a terrace in spring. I alone am quiet, giving no sign, like a baby who has not yet smiled. Weary, like one with no home to return to. Everyone has more than enough. I alone seem to have lost something. Mine is the mind of a fool, muddled, blank. Ordinary people shine bright. I alone am dim. Ordinary people are sharp and sure. I alone am dull. Calm, like the sea. Drifting, like wind that never stops. Everyone has a purpose. I alone am stubborn and good for nothing. I alone am different from the others. I am fed by the mother of all things. The greatest virtue has one shape. It follows the way alone. The way as a thing is dim and flickering. Flickering and dim, and within it there are images. Dim and flickering, and within it there are things. Shadowy and dark, and within it there is essence. That essence is deeply real, and within it there is something to trust. From ancient times until today, its name has never gone away. Through it, we see the beginning of all things. How do I know what that beginning was like? By this. Bent and you stay whole. Bowed and you straighten. Hollow and you fill. Worn out and you are made new. Have little and you gain. Have much and you lose your way. So the sage embraces the one and becomes the pattern for the world. He does not show himself, so he is seen clearly. He does not insist he is right, so his rightness shows. He does not boast, so his work counts. He does not glory in himself, so he lasts. He alone does not compete, so no one in the world can compete with him. The men of old said, "Bent and you stay whole." Do you think those are empty words? Be whole in truth, and all things come home to you. To speak rarely is the way of nature. A whirlwind does not last the morning. A cloudburst does not last the day. Who makes them? Heaven and earth. If heaven and earth cannot keep it up for long, how could a human being? Follow the way, and you become one with the way. Follow virtue, and you become one with virtue. Follow loss, and you become one with loss. Be one with the way, and the way gladly receives you. Be one with virtue, and virtue gladly receives you. Be one with loss, and loss gladly receives you. Trust too little, and you will not be trusted. On tiptoe, you cannot stand. Straddling wide, you cannot walk. Show yourself, and you will not be seen clearly. Insist you are right, and your rightness will not show. Boast, and your work will not count. Glory in yourself, and you will not last. To the way, all this is leftover food and dead weight. Everything turns away from it. So one who has the way does not linger there. There was something, whole in the formless, born before heaven and earth. Silent, boundless, it stands alone and does not change. It circles everywhere and is never spent. It can be the mother of the world. I do not know its name. I call it the way. Pressed for a name, I say, it is great. Great, it moves away. Moving away, it goes far. Gone far, it comes back. So the way is great, heaven is great, earth is great, and the king too is great. Within the realm, there are 4 great things, and the king is one of them. The human follows the earth. The earth follows heaven. Heaven follows the way. And the way follows what is so. The heavy is the root of the light. The still is the master of the restless. So the sage travels all day and never leaves his baggage cart. Though there are splendid sights, he stays calm above it all. How then can the Lord of 10,000 chariots treat his own self as lighter than the world? Too light, and you lose the root. Restless, and you lose the mastery. A good walker leaves no tracks. A good speaker leaves no flaw to blame. A good counter needs no tally sticks. A good closer needs no bolt, yet what he closes cannot be opened. A good binder needs no rope, yet what he ties cannot be undone. So the sage is always good at saving people, and no one is thrown away. He is always good at saving things, and nothing is thrown away. This is called carrying the light within. So the good are teachers of the not yet good, and the not yet good are what the good must work with. Not to honor your teacher, not to cherish what you work with, is to be lost, however clever you are. This is called the essential wonder. Know the male, but keep to the female, and be the streambed of the world. Be the streambed of the world, and the lasting virtue never leaves you, and you come back to the newborn child. Know the white, but keep to the black, and be the pattern for the world. Be the pattern for the world, and the lasting virtue never fails you, and you come back to the boundless. Know the glory, but keep to the disgrace, and be the valley of the world. Be the valley of the world, and the lasting virtue fills you, and you come back to the uncarved wood. When the uncarved wood is split, it becomes tools. When the sage is put to use, he becomes the leader. Truly, the greatest carving cuts nothing at all. Want to seize the world and shape it. I see no way it can succeed. The world is a sacred vessel. It cannot be shaped. Shape it, and you ruin it. Grip it, and you lose it. For things are so, some go ahead, some follow. Some breathe soft, some blow hard. Some are strong, some are frail. Some hold, some break. So the sage lets go of extremes, lets go of excess, lets go of grandeur. Whoever serves a ruler, by the way, has no wish to force the world with weapons. Such deeds come back on the doer. Where armies camp, thorns and brambles grow. After a great war come years of famine. He brings things to completion, and that is all. He does not use it to make himself strong. Done, but not boasted of. Done, but without pride. Done, but without conceit. Done, because there was no other way. Done, but without force. Whatever grows too strong will age. This is called going against the way. And what goes against the way ends early. Fine weapons are tools of ill omen. Everything turns away from them. So one who has the way does not stay near them. At home, the noble honor the left. In war, they honor the right. Weapons are tools of ill omen, not the tools of the noble. He uses them only when there is no other way, and calm restraint is best. Victory is nothing beautiful. To find it beautiful is to enjoy the killing. And one who enjoys the killing will never win the world. In good fortune, the left is the place of honor. In mourning, it is the right. The second in command stands on the left. The commander stands on the right. That is to say, war is held as a funeral. When many people have been killed, weep for them in grief and sorrow. Treat victory as a funeral. The way is forever nameless. The uncarved wood, small as it is, no one in the world can make it their servant. If lords and kings could hold to it, all things would come to them of their own accord. Heaven and earth join, and sweet dew. No one commands it, and it falls evenly on everyone. Once the wood is carved, there are names. And once there are names, one must also know where to stop. Knowing where to stop, there is no danger. The way in the world is like the small valley streams to the rivers and the sea. To know others is clever. To know yourself is to see clearly. To overcome others takes force. To overcome yourself takes strength. To know what is enough is to be rich. To press on, regardless, takes will. Whoever does not lose his place endures. Whoever dies and does not perish lives long. The great way flows everywhere, to the left and to the right. All things live by it, and it refuses none of them. It completes its work and claims no name. It clothes and feeds all things and does not make itself their master. Forever without wanting, call it small. All things come home to it, and it does not make itself their master. And because it never makes itself great, it can become truly great. Hold to the great image, and the world comes to you. It comes and is not harmed. Peace, calm, plenty. Music and good food make the passing traveler stop. But the way, when it is spoken, is thin with hardly any taste. Look, and there is not much to see. Listen, and there is not much to hear. Use it, and it is never used up. To make something shrink, first let it stretch. To make something weak, first let it grow strong. To bring something down, first let it rise. To take something away, first give it. This is called the subtle light. The soft and weak overcome the hard and strong. Fish should not leave the deep water. The state's sharpest tools should never be shown to anyone. The way never acts, yet nothing is left undone. If lords and kings can hold to it, all things will change of themselves. If desire stirs as they change, I would quiet it with the nameless uncarved wood. The nameless uncarved wood, with it there is no wanting. No wanting brings stillness, and the world settles of itself.